And opposite 6'1" senior from Huntington Beach, California, number 2, Kendra Kelch. And outside hitter, 6' junior from Kailua, Oahu, number 3, McKenna Granado. At middle hitter, 6'5" sophomore from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, number 6, Natasha Burns. At center, 5'11" sophomore from Torrance, California, floor captain, number 10, Noreen Yosia. At libero, 5'8" senior from Kalei, Oahu, team captain number 15, Savanah Kahakai. At outside hitter, 6'3" junior from Oceanside, California, number 17, Casey Castillo. And that middle hitter, 6'3" senior from Coquitlam, British Columbia, Canada, number 19, Emily Maglio. The Hawaii Staff Director of Operations, Evan Lee, Volunteer Assistant, Nick Castello, Assistant Coaches, Angelica Youngquist and Kaleo Baxter, Head Coach for your Rainbow Wahine, Robin Amos Santos.
Yes, packed house, Kaiser Permanente, keys to the match. Lisa.
And for Long Beach State, the 49ers, they've just got to try and slow down Emily Maglio, who has just been a steamrolling offensively as the year has progressed. And for the Hawaii Rainbow Wahine, they need to just take care of business here on their home court. Lots of emotions going on. Senior night. Time to get down to some serious business.
Emily Maglio already looking like she's getting choked up just during the introductions. Her final home match.
Yes,
and so it begins.
And amazing, you know, she's definitely an emotional girl. She doesn't show a lot on the court, but this is an emotional night.
Well, Casey Castillo getting it started on a positive note. Her first kill, and that gets Hawaii on the board. The Rainbow Wahine coming in 17-7, 11-2 in the Big West Conference, as the Hawaiian Tel FCU starting lineups will be scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Long Beach State 7-18, 4-8. In the league. It has been a year of adversity. A lot of injuries on the side of the 49ers. Here's Emily Maglio off the block and out. And so she's able to get through some of the emotions of the pre-match introductions and then get down to business as she typically does, hitting .397 on the year. So a good early start here for Hawaii. 2 serving 0. Overpass, and Casey Castillo is able to shove it down on the 49ers side of the net. So a quick 3-0 lead here for the Rainbow Wahine.
And Kendra Kelch doing a nice job with the jump float, putting pressure on the beach. An overpass, and Casey Castillo just plowing that ball down.
6 seniors who will be saying aloha symbolically to the home crowd. Kendra Kelch, one of them, comes up with the save right there. Noreen Yosia. The middle set to Mags wasn't put down. And then on the right side for Long Beach State, you had the put down by Radi Marinova, 6'1" freshman from Sofia, Bulgaria, averaging 1.4 kills per set and hitting at a .217 clip. Good-looking young frosh for this Long Beach State program.
And a very young Long Beach State program, that is.
Maglio came into the net. Otherwise, she pulverized that set.
She was a little anxious on that 50-50 set, if you will. It was right on top of the net, and she followed through a little bit too much.
You don't see that too frequently. Emily Maglio coming into the net on an offensive play as Gigi Alex, a Long Beach native, goes long on the serve. So we mentioned Long Beach State dealing with some injuries. 2 of their top 4 hitters from last year, Ashley Murray as well as Anita Brinka, out for the entire season. They have been helped along to at least create a bit of a stopgap by some very key transfers. Emma Kirst, one of the starters on the pin positions, a transfer from Utah. You also have the setter, Lexi Patterson, a transfer from UNLV, and that certainly has been a boost for first-year head coach Joy McKenzie-Furbringer.
Well, a total blessing because Patterson played 3 years at UNLV, and you don't see that very often, transferring in to play 1 year. But that experience in itself has really helped stabilize Long Beach's offense.
Kalei Greeley fielding that serve, one of the seniors into the match, got an ovation from the crowd, but it's going to be a net violation called against Noreen Yosia on the joust. So after Hawaii gets the early lead, Long Beach State has tied things up at 4. The libero, Rachel Nieto, 5'10", redshirt senior, fifth-year senior from Walnut Creek, California, serves it out.
You know, she was exclusively with Long Beach State Beach Volleyball, and she didn't even appear in one match in 2013 and then headed out the door to play sand volleyball and was asked to come back and play on the indoor team.
Another senior for Hawaii, Gianna Guanasso, back to serve from Huntington Beach, California. 5 serving 4. It is a whiteout night here at the Stan Sheriff Center, if you haven't been able to put that together just yet, just by looking at the seats. Here's McKenna Granado going high hands and gets the point for Hawaii. Granado was somewhat subdued offensively last night, but she did a lot of other things well. She served well. She dug up a lot of balls. She definitely played decently with a double-double the first time around against Long Beach State back on October 13th. 10 kills, 15 digs.
And in talking with the coach, they know they've got to also slow Granado down.
Middle set. And that was Kirst. Rattled around on the Hawaii side and returned. Outside, and a big swing by Haley Harward is blocked and returned Hawaii's way. Here's Yosia, high and away to Granado, and she's denied access. Marinova getting the gist of that one. 32 blocks on the season coming into tonight.
And Marinova, 6'1", normally a middle blocker, but post blocking there on the outside, low and tight, and just clamps on top of that ball. This team
will be Marinova with the serve.
Interestingly enough, this team has 7 international players from 7 different countries.
Granado from off the net was able to work the block to her advantage. And Hawaii back up by a pair. As you see the numbers for McKenna Granado, some gaudy numbers. 4th in the conference, 4.01 kills per set. She's also 2nd on the team in aces, 3rd on the team in digs. She has really propelled her game to another level here in 2017.
She sure has. She's made a lot of career highs this year alone.
Granado dug up by Nieto. Nicely done there by Nieto. Forward is dug up. Middle set, Natasha Burns tried to find that deep corner. It was ruled out, but overruled by the head official. Ron Stahl once again atop the ladder. Wayne Lee is down on the floor. Kevin Chun and Ryan Scudder are the 2 line judges, but that one, rightly so, I think, was overruled. The line judge had it out, Stahl had it in, and despite some of the protests from Joy McKenzie-Furbringer, the call currently stands. She has not asked to challenge that call. She continues to have a conversation with Wayne Lee.
Well, she slowed it down just enough to calm her team down, and she did not challenge it, so her team must have thought, or her coaching staff must have thought it was a good call.
Well, from that angle, kind of tough to see, but it did look like it was awfully close at the very least. Here's Kendra Kelch against a double block, wins the battle. And Hawaii up by 4.
And Kendra Kelch doing a nice job on that right side. She has just become incredibly explosive from the right.
Timeout 49ers, Hawaii largest lead of set 1.
Big Island Candies, the perfect place to find the perfect gift. Visit them at their flagship store in Hilo at Ala Moana Center or BigIslandCandies.com to see their amazing selection.
Tony and Roberta Maglio in the house to support Emily, who continues to always make those peculiar facial expressions from time to time out there on the floor. The block was up. And a roof for the Rainbow Wahine out of the timeout. Natasha Burns right next to Kendra Kelch. And that continues what is now a 4-0 Rainbow Wahine run.
And Hawaii really putting a lot of pressure on the beach from the service line, as well as blocking well.
Here's Noreen Yosia, the team leader in service aces. Oh, she put some velocity on that one. And Long Beach State will return a chance here for Hawaii. You'll see a middle to Burns. Well, the middle connection was so key for Hawaii last night. 20 of the 35 kills for the Rainbow Wahine came via some of those members in the middle.
And Coach Savanah Santos shared with us that she's been working very, very hard on getting the ball to the middle hitters and feeding them more often. Getting more production out of that middle will take more pressure off of the outside hitters. And
an overpass is forced, and Natasha Burns gobbles it up. Hawaii up a 7 spell here. 12 serving 5. Burns last night 6 kills, hit .556, and this is just easy pickings.
This is, and again, Noreen Yosia doing a nice job, and Burns just placing that ball down. Smart playing.
Savanah Santos had much praise for the way the middles played last night. That one just barely found its way out of bounds. So an out serve there, and Long Beach State gets the much needed point. But Savanah Santos saying it wasn't just the offensive numbers, it wasn't even just the blocking and the touches, it was their reaction after blocks, playing off the net, the ball off of ricochets. She said that's part of what we have been working with these middles on. And both Natasha Burns and Emily Maglio doing a great job last night at that. And Natasha Burns continues to get better with that slide play.
Well, you can see that Noreen Yosia is finding confidence in her as well. She's setting her more and more often as she's gaining that confidence and the trust in her hitter.
So 13 serving 6, the float serve by McKenna Granado. Back row set, it's Horwood. Dug up by Burns, nicely done. Bump set goes to Casey Castillo, high hands, pinballed around, and a free ball coming Hawaii's way. Yosia with choices, goes middle to Burns, dug up by Nieto. Outside, it goes to Megan Krudoff. That's dug up by Granado. Kelch with the swing, down the line and in.
And I'll tell you, the set selection is pretty phenomenal right now because Kelch, even though she had 2 blockers, she beat the block on that play and almost went, you know, they gave her line and she took line. Nice job by Kendra Kelch.
Kelch with a pair of kills on a pair of swings. Natasha Burns leading the way for Hawaii with 4 kills already here in this match. The dig by Savanah Kahakai. Back row set, Granado. Well, that was a bomb, but a great dig by Nieto. Krudoff stuffed at the net. Krudoff a second time. How she was able to land that angle in front of a diving Kahakai cross court. That was pretty mind-numbing.
Krudoff is, her coach says she has a way of moving the ball around the court very, very well. She's also their team leader in kills.
Yeah, averaging 3.24 kills per set. Head coach Joy Mackenzie Furbringer says she just goes and goes and goes. She has an engine like no other. Unable to make the save there, though, and Casey Castillo gets the kill for Hawaii.
Interesting how these players mature. You know, we talk about Krudoff and what she's done. In her sophomore year, she only had 8 starts, and here she is as a junior right now. She's got 921 attempts on the season. That's some serious growth in a year.
Savanah Kahakai with the serve, forces the overpass, and Mags touches it down. No argument from the Long Beach State coaching staff as to whether or not Mags reached over the net. Instead, they signal for a timeout. So Hawaii running pretty smoothly here so far in set 1.
This presentation of Rainbow Wahine Volleyball is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii and Kaiser Permanente.
Clare-Marie Anderson's mom, Janet, in the house for senior night. So cool seeing the families making their way into the seats here. And a good-looking crowd here in the final home match for the Rainbow Wahine in 2017. Noreen Yosia goes middle set to Emily Maglio. And I tell you what, Hawaii coming out of that timeout, hitting .455 here in this opening set compared to .067 on the 49ers side, Lisa.
Well, I'll tell you what, again, the serving by Hawaii is just putting the 49ers into some serious trouble. And Hawaii's at the net has just dominated.
Savanah Kahakai again to serve. Middle set, and that one put down by Eri Shua, 6'4" sophomore from Nanjing, China. We mentioned that Long Beach State perhaps coming off of its best overall performance of the season, a 3-set sweep of UC Irvine last week. Schwa was really good in that one. 11 kills, hit 588.
Yeah, and she's only going to get better. The big thing that she has to adjust to is her language, English being very hard for her, and she's just learning the language, the international business major.
Here's Castillo. Caught a fingertip on that block. Good dig there by Horward. She gets the set from the back row, scooped up by Yosia. So Kahakai sets up Kelstrom off the net. Good save by Kahakai, but nobody had the second touch. Block and roof credited to Long Beach State. Schwa in the mix.
I'll tell you what, that up by Savanah Kahakai was amazing that she read that and got it up. Those are those little plays that Hawaii is getting better and better at taking control of.
Great piece in the Game On portion of the broadcast by Ryan Kalei Suji, featuring Savanah Kahakai and her upbringing. And I think about half of Kalihi in the house here tonight at the Stant Sheriff Center to support the former Farrington governor, as that one is pounded home by Megan Crudoff, 5'11" junior from right there in Long Beach. And there's some of the Kahakai family and faithful.
And Crudoff sneaking it in with a sharp, sharp angle. She's got 2 kills on 6 attempts so far. And again, Long Beach offensively struggling a little bit.
Hawaii still up 7, make it 8. As Maglio places it oh so gently down onto the Terraflex. She now has 4 kills on 6 attempts.
And Maglio just makes it look so easy. And again, the timing a little bit off, ending up, that's why you're tipping the ball, not driving the ball.
Maglio averaging 3.3 kills per set this season. That's second on the team. First time around against the Beach in a 4-set victory, 14 kills and 10 blocks. So a double-double performance for her. Remember, she had that stretch of 3 straight matches with 10 blocks as Casey Castillo pounds that one home. Castillo has it rolling pretty well here so far in this one. 4 kills on 7 swings and no errors.
And check out this play. Kahakai digging right on target to Iosia, giving her lots of opportunity. Maglio holds the block, and Castillo ends up with a one-on-one.
It's now 5 digs for Kahakai. Yosia gotten a hand there on the Crudoff swing. And then Yosia got some help from Maglio to get a whole bunch of hands on the second Crudoff attempt.
And Maglio dropping in, showing that she was going to go straight up, and at the last minute dropped her left arm over the ball, over the net for the block.
Clare-Marie Anderson, one of the 6 seniors to be honored at the conclusion tonight with the serve, with the dig right there. You'll see a high and away to Castillo. Off the block, there's Nieto. Schwa in the middle. Saved by Kahakai, but only momentarily. Great effort by Castillo into the seats.
And you gotta love the turn and run by Castillo following that ball. And again, earlier this year, we may not have seen that, the scramble after a ball off of a shank dig or off the top of a block.
So here's Gigi Alex now to serve. 11 serving 20 here in set 1. That one died as it crossed the net. Granado had to dive just to receive the serve. And that's going to be a mishandle on the setter, Patterson. And so that's a free point for Hawaii. They're up by 10 here on Long Beach State in this opening set. You got to like the way Hawaii's been playing so far here tonight, huh, Lisa?
You got to like it. You got to love it. I'll tell you, they've come out with some authority. They've taken control from the get-go and not looked back.
Here's Kalei Greeley being allowed to serve here in this final homestand. In fact, got an ace last night. That was a great moment for her as Horward works it off of the block and down for a Long Beach State point. But Kalei Greeley, it's funny because, you know, talking with some of the seniors here leading up to senior night, you had Gianna Guinasso, who's become sort of a de facto spokesperson for this senior class. She said, no doubt, Kalei Greeley will cry the most here on senior night. I don't know. Emily Maglio may have something to say about that from what we saw on the pregame intros.
I know. I can just imagine what they're going to do. But I'll tell you what, Kalei Greeley, I'm so happy to see her back out here on the court. She has been through so much.
Sure.
Her injuries and whatnot. And she's jump serving on top of that. And remember, her injury was a shoulder injury.
I mean, she was projected to be, as you saw Maglio getting the put down moments ago, one of the primary outside hitters for Hawaii here this season, but working her way back from multiple shoulder operations, it just didn't pan out that way. Horward getting high up off the ground. What a diving save by Clare-Marie Anderson. Granado blocked back. Burns was able to play the ricochet off the block, but then there was just too much traffic there tight to the net.
A little confusion there. And Hawaii, awesome effort by Clare-Marie Anderson diving up. The senior just sacrificing it all in the right back there.
Yeah, the seniors already making their presence felt here on senior night. Hawaii up 22-13. Here's Burns. How about the Canadian connection that has manifested itself here in the later stages of the season for Hawaii in the middle position? You got Burns from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, and of course Emily Maglio from Coquitlam, British Columbia.
And Natasha Burns with 5 kills in 6 attempts, hitting at .833. Kind of a deja vu of last night. She played awesome last night as well.
Yeah, her numbers almost matching the total output from last night already. That one caught a piece of the net, played by Granato, and then gets the bump set from Yosia, but unfortunately she is stuffed. Emma Kirst had something to say about it.
And Emma Kirst, a big blocker up there. She had a great match against Hawaii the last time they played, but Granato hitting high, but gets stuffed blocked there, hitting to a big wall.
Kirst spent 3 previous years, 1 redshirt year in 2014 at Utah, but she hails from Las Vegas. In fact, attended the esteemed athletic program over at Bishop Gorman. Cross-court swing by Krudolf. Misses wide, and it's a aloha ball for Hawaii here in the opening stanza.
And Hawaii has just kept the pressure on from behind the service line and from their blocking. They have just put so much pressure on the 49ers.
So here is Granato to serve for set 1. Krudolf, cross court and wide again, trying to avoid the block. It works out as a point for Hawaii, and they win running away in set number 1, 25-14. Teams will swap ends here on senior night.
This presentation of Rainbow Wahine Volleyball is sponsored by Straub and Hawaii Honda Dealers.
Welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center. Somewhere up in all those seats, Ryan Kalei Suji is with some VIPs. Ryan.
That's right, Kono. I'm here with some of the moms of the seniors. We'll start off with Cindy, Gianna Guanaso's mom. What has these 4 years been like for you as a parent to see your daughter out here?
Oh gosh, it's been a whirlwind of fun, elation to watch her grow as a person and to make some lifelong friends. It's amazing. I can't believe 4 years have gone by, and just go, G, I love you, and we're so proud of you.
Thank you so much. We also have Roberta here all the way from Canada. What has it been like for you watching your daughter Emily play here from afar? You've been able to watch some of the games, but how has this experience been for you?
Super exciting. I couldn't be happier. She's in the best place in the world that she could have played. I love everything about Hawaii, the people, everything. It's just been wonderful.
Well, Hawaii is falling in love with your daughter as well, so thank you so much. And we have Janet here, Clare-Marie Anderson's mom. Janet, your daughter, one of the local girls here. What has it been like for you and your family to see your daughter represent the state?
It has been the most amazing privilege and pleasure. Just everyone, all the fans, all her coaches, including you, Ryan, and everyone. It's just such a huge ohana, and we are just so grateful, and just it's been so much fun. It has been a great ride, and we're just so excited for the years to come. And it's been so wonderful. And it's emotional too.
Yeah.
It's hard to see it end.
Right, going to be probably a lot of tears tonight.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Kono, we'll send it back over to you.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. That's the tough part on senior night, right? Is to try to block out some of the emotion, some of the excitement that is clearly in the air, because Hawaii needs to take care of business here in what is an important match in its hopes for postseason consideration. They did a good job of that in set 1.
They sure did, and they are playing. You could see a little emotion earlier on with Emily Maglio, and again we saw her between games tearing up as well.
Haley Horward coming off of a double-double performance against UC Irvine, 12 kills, 13 digs, able to smack that one down. And Long Beach State opens up the scoring in set 2.
And Harvard was the libero for the team, and they've had to pull her out of being the libero, and now she's playing phenomenal for her team as an outside hitter.
Nieto with the serve. Good pass by Castillo. Right side. Kelsch blocked and roofed solo style by Haley Horward. Series record sponsored by Aston Hotels and Resorts. It's a long history between these two programs. 32-18-1 in favor of Hawaii. Last meeting was on October 13th in California. The Rainbow Wahine, after dropping set 1, win in 4. Middle set, Maglio against a triple block. It's returned. You'll see a picks and chooses, goes backside to Kelsch, block. Good cover there by Kahakai. Kelch again, roll shot, dug up by Marinova. Outside it's Horward, hard swing, but she's blocked. Diving save Nieto to keep it going. Horward a second time took a little something off. So Kahakai looking the way of Kelch. Now the advantage on Long Beach State side. Marinovic, good save off the net by Castillo. 49ers on the attack, they go middle. That's Curse dug up by Kahakai. Castillo, roll shot goes down, and Hawaii wins a lengthy one.
And I'll tell you, that's the kind of volleyball that Long Beach State is normally playing. Some incredible defense. If you take a look at this dig here, Nieto scrambling out and stays from going underneath. And at the very end of the play, Kahakai with an unbelievable dig as well.
So one serving two. It's Kelch with the serve. It's Kelch with the ace. Just her third service ace of the season. And that knocks things up here at 2 in set number 2.
And Kendra doesn't always serve. Remember, she goes out in the back row very often for a defensive specialist.
Forces another overpass. Easy pickings for Casey Castillo, and Hawaii jumps in front thanks to a couple of tough serves by Kendra Kelch.
And this is where Clare-Marie Anderson or Gianna Guanasso would normally come in.
Three serving two now. Bump set goes outside to Horward. Hits it long, no touch up front. And Hawaii with a surge here, a 4-0 run to go back in front 4-2.
And look for Long Beach State to potentially either have a substitution or change their lineup a little bit in the serve receive.
Middle, it's Kirst, dug up by Kelch. Here's Castillo through the block and down. That's 5 straight points for the Rainbow Wahine. And that is going to force Joy Mackenzie Furbringer, first-year head coach for Long Beach State, to signal for a timeout. Welcome back. Let's go inside the numbers presented by Heineken. 2,037. That's the amount of combined victories by recently retired head coaches Brian Gimolero of Long Beach State and Dave Shoji of Hawaii. Both longtime coaching legends retiring this past off-season. Just remarkable that you have 2 alums, former All-American setters in those respective programs, taking over. In fact, Robin Amos Santos and Joy Mackenzie Furbringer actually played against one another in college, as Maglio was able to tool the block for another Hawaii point. Even Angelica Ljungqvist played against Joy Mackenzie Furbringer as well on the 4-person beach tour.
That's right, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be neat to see through the years what these 2 coaches produce. Predecessors to the all great coaching in the Big West Conference.
What's also interesting, and of course this is graded on the curve and is relative to the uniqueness of each situation, but you're talking about 2 first-year coaches. The transition hasn't necessarily been the smoothest either on both sides. Both programs going through their own versions of adversity here in 2017. Nice play there by Noreen Yosia.
And that's bound to happen. You know, you got 2 first-year women coaches coming into their own, and there are a lot of challenges. Number 1, you inherit the athletes. Number 2, you've got to figure out, like Robin Amos Santos keeps talking about, creating the culture. What do you want? You've got to be that example, that role model. They're learning as well, and new coaching staffs all the way around the board.
Here's Kalei Greeley with the serve. 7 serving 3. Outside, Horward. Maglio got a fingertip on it, then gets the set in the middle and just drops the hammer. Just blasts it off of that proposed block for another Hawaii point. Maglio playing with what appears to be a bit of a chip on her shoulder here on senior night.
I think maybe a little emotional as well, but I'll tell you what, the honorable All-American, she has got to be close to All-American status this year.
Oh, somehow the 49ers able to forge a return. Mags on the slide. Oh, good save, Nieto. Forward, over the shoulder shot. Dug up by Greeley. Here's Granado from the outside.
And that is transition volleyball at its finest. Kalei Greeley with an incredible dig right on target. Maglio holding the middle, and Granado exploding on the outside. Can't ask for much more.
So 9 serving 3 here in favor of the Rainbow Wahine, set number 2. Horward has to two-hand it deep, but Kalei has it covered for her 7th dig of this match, and then another put down by Emily Maglio. It's just like clockwork right now here in set 2.
And, you know, you got to keep feeding her. She's on a run in the middle. There are 8 kills, 1 error. And Long Beach State is wondering, how do we stop her? How do we slow her down?
10 serving 3. Outside, Horward. This time goes off the block and out. Maglio and Yosia thought they had another one.
And Horward is very dynamic and explosive on the outside. A little bit undersized, being the libero at 5'9" that she has been for this team.
I think Robin's going to challenge this call. And I'm not sure if she's going to challenge where the ball landed off the block or trying to challenge whether or not it went off the block and maybe hit Horward before landing out of bounds. Again, when you challenge, you have to be very specific about precisely which part of the play you are challenging.
That's right. There's 3 challenges that you can challenge: an in ball or out, a net violation, or a touch off of the block. So you have to be distinguished in what you're asking for. You have to tell them exactly what you're asking for. And on the replay, I think she's asking if it was in or if it was out.
Well, that, from that angle, dare I say, looks like it may have landed in. What would you say, Lisa?
From that angle, I have to agree with you. So that would be in Robin's court. She would win the challenge.
She would win, perhaps, if she challenged even the touch on Horward after the block. I mean, it looked like it got a piece of her and may have also landed in. So Hawaii might be covered here, but it is all in the eye of the beholder. And in this case, Wayne Lee, who rules that it was in. Roof for Noreen Yosia and Emily Maglio. Point for Hawaii. They've now ripped off 5 straight. It is 11 serving 3.
And their first time out was after 5. So let's see if there's a change-up here, and there is a change-up. Gigi Alex comes in. Alex Gigi for the Beach in the passing rotation right now in the backcourt. 49ers just trying to get something going on their side of the net.
So here's Greeley with the run-up serve. Nieto the first touch. They go D-set to Marinova. Saved by Hawaii. Granato has to knuckle it over, and it'll be a net violation call against Hawaii, much to the chagrin of McKenna Granato.
And she turns immediately aside and says, I didn't net. Darn, the set was very, very, very tight.
You see the touch, huh?
Oh, yep.
Sometimes even the players have a hard time realizing whether they caught a piece of the net or not. And it's going to be a mishandle called against Marinova after what was a pretty nifty dig by Horward. Yet another clobbering kill for Emily Maglio, who will be subbed out, having recorded to this point 9 kills on 13 swings.
Maglio again just doing magic with her numbers in the front court there.
Magnificent Maglio again here so far tonight. Gianna Guinasso with the serve for Hawaii. Outside, it's Krudoff, diving save, Greeley! And then touched over and put down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Natasha Burns is doing things that I never expected that she could and or would do. She has really caught on fire. She's playing with confidence. She's doing the little things that she did not do about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, a lot of instinctive plays at the net, and you can coach them up as much as you want, but a lot of times in those tricky situations, it comes down to feel. And right now we're seeing Natasha Burns feeling the match a lot better as Horward lays into another one. She's the top offensive player so far for Long Beach State. She has 3 kills, but on 21 attempts, and is flatlining it because of 3 hitting errors as well.
Well, I think they should be trying to get her the ball a little bit more. She's been part of USA Volleyball for the past 5 years, and she plays a lot of beach. But remember, she's a libero, and she's doing a lot for this team.
Kahakai bump sets Granado. Dug up back over the net. Burns tried to punch it down, unable to do so. Krudoff sends a free ball Hawaii's way. Kahakai sets up Granado, up the ladder and down the chute.
And Granado doing a nice job moving that ball around for her 4th kill on 11 swings. Still hitting at 0 though. Granado struggling to get her numbers back up.
Big Island Candies, the perfect place to find the perfect gift. Visit them at their flagship store in Hilo at Ala Moana Center or BigIslandCandies.com to see their amazing selection.
The last time these two teams met, McKenna Granado was a little bit under the weather actually and struggled, but then got going big time and had, I believe, 20 kills.
Another international player getting some run here for Long Beach State. 6'1" freshman from Slovakia, Monika Simkova. One-hand save there by Kahakai. Count that as another dig. Here's Granado blocked back. Chased down by Yossi on the second touch. Granado from off the net. Sends it across. Chance for the 49ers. Here's Krudoff. Deep corner and in. Now we got to keep an eye on Savanah Kahakai. Officially, according to the stats we are presented with, she has 7 digs so far tonight. She entered tonight's match 4th on the all-time UH career digs list, needing 17 digs to tie Tita Ohuna for 3rd all-time.
That's right, and she's very close to getting there. Very close.
Here's Granado off the block. Gets a second crack at it, blocked again. Good cover by Burns, and then Yosia pulls out the trick from under her sleeve.
The unexpected, the broken play, if you will. I just want to give a shout out to Angelica Lindquist. You know, I think she's worked so hard with the middles and done a fabulous job. You're going to see their growth and as they continue to develop their culture, if you will. She's worked very hard with the middles, and we're seeing it right now in Natasha Burns.
Emily Maglio commenting last night after the match saying, you know, she's been in this program for 4 years. She has developed into one of the top middles in the country, and yet this is the late stage of her senior year. She says she's still learning some of the techniques, some of the fundamentals of how to be a better middle hitter.
Yeah, and I think if she continues on, she'll just continue to get better and better.
Here's Krudoff from the opposite position. How about bodies laying out on the Hawaii side of the floor? 49ers go middle to Schwa, dug up one-handed style by Yosia. Back bump set, Granado to Castillo. Two-handed in the air. The swing by Marinova, dug up by Hawaii again. Here's Kelsch through the block. Saved and punched down by Natasha Burns. Nieto was able to scoop it up for Long Beach State, but it was ripe nectar for Burns to take care of business.
And that's the kind of volleyball that these two teams are so used to seeing and playing against each other.
Timeout Beach, Hawaii up 10. Welcome back. Let's check out the first Hawaiian Bank top 3, I should say. Big West individual blocks. Emily Maglio way out in front. Schwa of Long Beach State in the number 2 position, but Emily Maglio, I mean, just gaudy the statistics she has put up this season, both offensively and defensively. I mean, just all around. Krudoff, roll shot. There's a save by Kahakai. Burns, feeling the burn.
Okay, so she is in like the UC state, the unconscious state. She is doing everything unbelievable. Her connection with Noreen Iosia tonight is just spot on.
This is about as smooth as that transition in the middle has been from Iosia to her hitters all season long.
Absolutely. I mean, she's been having to feed Emily, not having to, wanting to feed Maglio, but it's nice to have Burns included this much in the offense.
Forward came repelling in, but she punches it long. And Hawaii up a dozen. 4-0 run again for the Wahine. Certainly based on the history of these two programs, even the first time they met in California, this is a bit of a surprise, the fact that this match so far has been so lopsided.
I can't agree with you more, but give credit to Hawaii. They have come out on fire, just sparked from the service line. They put a lot of pressure on the beach, and the beach offensively just not quite getting there. They're hitting at 0 right now in this match. Offensively struggling. Their season, they hit at 194.
Schwa getting that one down. Hawaii, meanwhile, hitting 364 in this set, 362 overall for the match. Castillo, overpass. But Yosia touches it off of Horward and out for a Hawaii point.
And again, one of those weird broken plays, if you will. It comes over on a one-contact play.
So it was an overpass by Castillo. Yosia touched it, according to the officials, on the Hawaii side of the net, not in attack mode, and it went off of Horward, who was approaching the net, anticipating a possible joust there.
And Horward is actually saying, but I didn't touch that. So she's asking exactly what the call was. I guess she got her answer because she went back and didn't answer it.
Ron Stahl, definitive about that ruling. 19 serving 7. Here's Horward, way up in the air. No doubt about that one. That was a little angst behind that swing by Horward.
Yeah, she's a little feisty one, I'll tell you what. She's just the bread and butter on this team right now. Her heart, she is playing all out. Very aggressive to every single ball.
Just a volleyball player, right? I mean, she's actually listed as a defensive specialist, but she goes all the way through all 6 rotations, and she has become one of the team's top hitters in addition to her defensive prowess.
Yeah, well, she was their libero, really, and again, she's being asked to do a lot for her team due to all the injuries that they've had. They've had to move her out and had her be a go-to hitter.
There's a special UH Club for Keiki. Stop by Papa John's Pizza to join the UH Kids Club. Purchase a large pizza and children receive an official club t-shirt and a host of other benefits. Join the UH Kids Club today. A couple of subs in for Hawaii. McKenna Ross. Also in and back to serve, Faith Ma'afala.
So Faith Ma'afala will be the setter right now. She'll serve and then come in and run the offense.
Here's Horward on the outside. Layout save by Granado. How about Kahakai? That was spectacular. But the return by Ross just missed wide, according to the line judge. Robin Amos Santos loves the effort. Lunged towards the green card to maybe challenge, and the crowd is even urging her on to do that. It might be worth it just to give the fans a chance to applaud further. That second touch by Savanah Kahakai, which was borderline miraculous.
I can't agree more. Savanah Kahakai just put the jetpack on, literally, and ran down that ball. She says never, ever not go for a ball. Very impressive. On this replay here, it's a great one-arm dig by Granado.
Oh my goodness.
Savanah just completely lays it out.
And now where does it land? It's tough to see from that angle, but this is the challenge here. This free pass over the net by McKenna Ross, did it land in or out? And according to that replay, I would have to say the call made on the floor that it was wide may be correct, but Savanah said, no, don't waste that effort.
Look at the expression on her face. And you gotta love that Coach Robin Amos Santos challenged that exactly for the effort.
Yeah, it was deserving just because of what Savanah Kahakai put into that second touch there. But I think the right call was made. It was upheld by Wayne Lee. Savanah Kahakai, I mean, what a career arc she has had. You know, it was just a couple of years ago, she was also a beast in the weight room. Just a couple of years ago, she actually broke the squat lift record that was previously held for 14 years by now the director of volleyball operations, Evan Lee.
Well, Evan was probably there putting the next weight on, saying, you can do this. You can beat me, I know you can, because this young lady is so spirited and a great role model for the community as well. But Savanah Kahakai, interestingly enough, her freshman year, she didn't start as libero. She came in and she played behind Sarah Mendoza. She has worked incredibly hard to get this opportunity.
There's Evan Lee, director of volleyball ops. Meanwhile, Maglio in double figures in kills, Lisa. She has 10. Here's Granado laying the smackdown. And Hawaii is up 22-9 on Long Beach State.
I'll tell you what, they are gobbling this up. I know it's a little pre-turkey day, but I'll tell you what, from this dig off of Kalei Greeley, who just read that like a book, Ma'afala sets it right to the hitting shoulder of Granado.
Hawaii playing crisply, playing with a purpose, and it is being appreciated by this hefty crowd here at the Stan Sheriff Center. How about that by Kahakai on the swing by Kirst. Free ball returned Long Beach State's way. Kirst another swing at it off the block. Right there is Greeley. Ma'afala to Maglio.
And she just keeps feeding her and feeding her and feeding her. Why not?
But another spectacular up by Kahakai earlier in the sequence. Check it out.
She's got her positioning. She does the overhand beach stick. That's called the protect thy face stick.
Yes, that was a defensive effort in a number of ways. That was more self-preservation than anything else. I mean, no blockers up on a 6'4" middle hitter.
She holds her ground.
She still got it up. Horward blocked back. Outside, the lefty swing by Simkova is saved. Here's Granado, high hands. Oh, good layout save there by Alex. Long Beach State playing some defense on this sequence. Here's Maglio. No defending that. That is kill number 12 for the senior middle. Oh, Canada indeed.
And the 49ers are just playing some scrambling, awesome defense. But the problem is they can't stop Emily Maglio or Natasha Burns. The middles are just killing them.
Maglio hitting 688. Short serve there by Greeley. Here's Horward against the double block. Two-hand save by Ross. Maglio laid out to try to keep it alive, unable to do so. Aloha ball remains here for Hawaii in set 2. And this has been all Rainbow Wahine so far in this match, and certainly in this second set. Granado overpass. And Simkova the beneficiary.
And we have not seen that yet this evening, overpassing. Hawaii's passing has been pretty spot on tonight. You don't get numbers like that from your middles if you're not passing on task.
Here's Horward. Pass by Granado, that one on target. Right side, it's McKenna Ross. Kept alive by Simkova. Outside, Krudoff blocked. Punched over the net, diving save Ma'afala. Kahakai, back bump set, Granado. Nice dig by Horward. Free ball coming for Hawaii. Ma'afala surveys, finds Maglio. And set 2 is in the books. Emily Maglio strikes again. Lucky number 13 for her in kills on 17 attempts, hitting up near 700. And Hawaii will have a chance to open up the broom closet on senior night. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the McDonald's match statistics. It's all Hawaii so far tonight, Lisa.
Well, it really is. The number that jumps out, really stands out in yellow, is the hitting percentage at 380. Amazing that Long Beach has more blocks than Hawaii, but Hawaii's defense, 36 digs, incredible defense, and I love this stat, the service errors. They have been plagued with service errors all season long. The last time they played Long Beach State, they had 16 service errors.
Well, while we have a chance, how about a cool play? Fujitsu air conditioning cool play, to be exact. Savanah Kahakai, this was in set number 2, and it didn't even result in a Hawaii point, but just look at the extension layout by Kahakai. She has been making a career out of those dynamic plays. It almost resulted in a Hawaii point, and she sure was disappointed that it did not. Kanoa Leahy here with Lisa Strand. Chris McLaughlin, of course, is off this weekend. We want to send him our best. This is our last scheduled broadcast here of Rainbow Wahine Volleyball in 2017. But Lisa, hey, look, so far it has been a dominant performance. What does Hawaii have to do to finish the deal here against Long Beach State in set 3?
I say continue on. I mean, I think they're playing unconscious. I think it's part of the best volleyball I've seen them all play. Everybody seems to be playing very well, especially Hawaii's middles. I think that the outsides could probably get their hitting percentages up a little bit. McKenna Granado's at 100%. Kendra Kelch is at 0. But as a team effort, the scramble and the little plays have really been magical tonight.
It's a special night. Senior night carries almost a little extra meaning here in the islands.
It really does. There's just something special about it for everybody, not just the players and not just the seniors. It's not even, it's about them, but it's in celebration of them and their efforts through the years.
Krudoff with the swing. Protecting the back line was Granado. Bumps that cross court to Castillo. Layout save there by Horward. Krudoff unable to find any room over there along that pin. Hit it out, point for Hawaii. But yeah, I mean, even in Robin Amos Santos's post-match press conference last night, she's talking about this senior class and just what tonight will represent. And she started to get misty-eyed there. I mean, the sacrifice, all of the effort, the time management, just the commitment that is put in by these players in many cases for 4 or 5 long years. And it comes to a culmination in many ways, at least symbolically here tonight, as Emily Maglio continues her tear. 14 kills for Mags, hitting well above 700.
So 14 kills last time they played each other. She had 14 kills, but what a great set. What a great dig, I mean, by Kendra Kelch, the one-arm extension. And again, Hawaii's defense tonight playing some spectacular defense.
So 2 serving 0. Kendra Kelch getting ready to serve. Hawaii seemingly riding that emotional wave. Can they maintain the intensity as you start to think a little more that the senior celebration is coming up at the end? Joust at the net. I don't know if that one got over the net from Long Beach State side. And yes, in fact, it did not. So a 4-hit violation called against the Beach.
And that was about as delayed of a response by the up ref, but I think the down ref actually called it. He didn't see it. But yes, there was not a contact.
So 3 serving 0. Outside. Here's the swing by Brooke Erkman, who just entered into the match in the latter stages of set 2. A 5'7", redshirt freshman from Santa Monica, California.
And she's been put in there just to try to get something different happening for the 49ers. They've been, again, struggling all night offensively right now, hitting at 1.867.
Mags, she put a hurting on that one.
And a little thunder, if you will, too. You could hear her explode onto that. And again, Hawaii's middles tonight just playing phenomenal offense. Marinia Cia getting the ball to them very well. It doesn't happen unless you have transition or passes right to the center.
There have been some great middles that have played in this program. You are one of them, Lisa. There's another great one that's sitting on the bench as one of the assistant coaches for Hawaii, Angelica Ljungqvist. Where do you think Emily Maglio would sort of sit in that pantheon of Rainbow Wahine middle hitters?
Well, I think she's right up there. I mean, her numbers have proven that. I think she was a little late in developing into becoming the middle hitter. When she came in, she was behind Kalei Adolfo and Olivia McGill. And, you know, so it took her a little bit of time, but she has just evolved and evolved. And actually, her confidence level has just grown. You can see it. And I think she's wishing that she could stay and play a little longer. She's really developed into an incredible middle blocker. She's quick, she sees things well. She's been named Defensive Player of the Week due to her blocking skills.
Back-to-back weeks, in fact, this season.
Yeah, so she's way up there, way above many players, including way above me, I tell you.
Granado sends it across. Long Beach State on the attack. Schwab blocked by Mags. Free ball coming here for Hawaii. Can they cash in? You'll see a jump set outside. Granado off the block and down. Hawaii's starting to get jiggy with it a little bit. You got Yosia with the jump set to freeze the middle and then open things up for Granado on the outside. Timeout, Long Beach State. Rainbow Wahine rolling again in set 3. Welcome back. Let's check out how it works, presented by Central Pacific Bank. Lisa.
Okay, so Kalei Greeley digs this ball. This is a transition ball. She digs it right to the target. Maglio slides behind, and Iosia jumps and pushes that ball way out here. We're going to see it coming here. Again, Greeley digs it. Maglio goes behind, yet she pushes it out to the pin to McKenna Granado. And that is how it works on a transition ball. Did you get that?
I got that. That's how it works.
But that's how it works. Transition ball.
Working that telestrator. We're going to have a rotation violation against Long Beach State. So, you know, for as well as Hawaii is playing, it appears as though the 49ers are a little shell-shocked here tonight. You mentioned it's a younger team. You have a lot of underclassmen who are playing in this environment for the very first time. It's senior night, so you have a bit of a bigger crowd perhaps than what would otherwise be the case. And it just seems as though they're a little shell-shocked at the moment.
They are shell-shocked. They are a very young group. They've only got 2 seniors, 7 freshmen on this team. But, you know, they just haven't found a rhythm yet. Hawaii seems to be doing all the right things, and Long Beach, the 49ers, are struggling.
They get the point there, though. It's 2 serving 7 here coming up. Hawaii hitting .429 here in this third set compared to Long Beach State. They're in negative numbers, .083 on the negative side.
And their go-to girl, Kudov, is hitting at 0 with 18 attempts, 3 kills only.
Yeah, that's going to make for a long night. Maglio, good full extension save there by Nieto. The dink put down by Horward. There was a time this season where that was sort of the bane of Hawaii's existence. That touch shot, they have improved so much in that regard, but they got caught that time.
They really have, and you got to understand that there's so many details and little things in this game, so it becomes about breakdown when you get back to the gym and actually having time to work on those little things. Remember, this team started out with a lot of tournaments back-to-back. They didn't have a lot of recovery time between matches.
Maglio through the block and down.
And McKenna Granato going up, knowing darn well that ball was not going to come over and taking a fake swing.
They're having fun out there here this weekend. We saw some of that last night as well.
And, you know, that's a big part of it. Being able to relax enough, work hard, but have fun.
And Mags staying in to serve here on senior night. Schwa in the middle, the dink. Right there is Yosia. So Mags bump sets Granato tight to the net. She's blocked. Little scramble action here for Hawaii. Granato with a swing from off the net. Outside, here's Horward through the block. Diving save by Mags. Are you kidding me? Here's Granato blocked. It goes off of her head and onto the Long Beach side, and they send it long. Wow!
And the crowd goes absolutely crazy, along with the Rainbow Wahine on the court and on the sidelines.
How about the save by your middle hitter? One-handed layout, Emily Maglio.
Well, she wasn't an All-American on the beach in 2015 for no reason at all. She can play some serious defense.
Horward blasts it through the block. Great diving save by Greeley. They're all doing it for Hawaii. Granato, that's saved by Horward. She'll get a swing on the outside against a solo block by Yosia, who got a piece. Burns in the middle, puts it down, and this Hawaii team is relishing the moment.
They are, and I'll tell you, Natasha Burns again continues on her rampage this evening in the middle with 9 kills and 0 errors.
And how about another roof to add to the stat line? That was Simkova getting denied by Burns and Granato.
Simkova, the lefty, swinging away from that right side.
A long service run here for Maglio, part of a 4-0 Rainbow Wahine surge. Here's Granato from off the net against the double block. Good up there by Horward. Horward will two-hand it over. Greeley there. Middle set to Burns. Block. She punches it up. Yosia then touches it over. They're doing everything right at the moment.
I'll tell you this, the chemistry right now on the court is pretty phenomenal. Each player knows their role and knows what they are supposed to be doing. Yosia bettering the ball, taking advantage of really nothing else she could have done with that ball.
Hey, look, the numbers may not bear it out, and certainly the NCAA has justification in this year to leave Hawaii out of the tournament regardless of how this season ends. That said, if you utilize the eye test and you just look at this Rainbow Wahine squad, this is an NCAA tournament caliber team for sure, as Maglio swinging from the back row. That's something they've wanted to get going all season long. Got denied that time. for a Long Beach point, but now that Mags heads to the bench, she gets an ovation. But there's no doubt that this team passes that eye test as an NCAA tournament caliber squad.
Absolutely no doubt whatsoever. It just happens to be that Cal Poly is just this year a very strong team, and they happen to be in the same conference. But I can't agree with you more. This team definitely, and when you look at the preseason and who they played in the games they went 5 with.
Exactly.
I mean, come on, that's a pretty remarkable season.
7 5-set matches. Many of those accounting for the 7 losses on the year total here for Hawaii, and a lot of that coming in the non-conference. Remember, this was a team that started 0-3. They had to find themselves, and certainly 2 of the 5-set losses to Cal Poly in a conference that has here in recent years sort of developed into a one-bid conference to the NCAA tournament. Hence the stress on Hawaii to try to finish strong as Natasha Burns, with that put down, reaches 10 kills. That is a new career high for Natasha Burns.
And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of career highs happening this season, but how great is it for this young lady who didn't even get on the court almost the first 3 weeks of the season. We were seeing Howling and Skylar Williams in the middle.
Faith Rascon-Ryan onto the floor now for Long Beach State, as Horward catches Hawaii on the dink again.
Horward has hit 33 balls so far this evening, and she's hitting at .062. She's got 6 kills.
6 serving 14. Horward brings it over. You'll see it goes backside to Kelsch. Her touch shot. Horward busting out the spatula, and another dig there for Kahakai. That's 12 for her. Kelsch. That one was outside the pin, and she still made it work.
Kendra Kelsch, the outside opposite hitter, changed from setter player. Doing a great job. That's her 3rd kill on the evening.
So the Savanah Kahakai digs watch continues. Remember, coming into this match, she needed 17 kills to tie Tita Ohuna. She's at 12 here for the match. Trying to climb the all-time digs list. Tita Ohuna in 3rd place on that list, as Maglio just continues to do Emily Maglio things. That's kill number 17 for her. Timeout, Long Beach State. The Rainbow Wahine up double digits in set 3. Welcome back. Tonight's Jack Fact digging her way into the record books. These are the numbers coming into tonight's match. So entering, she was 2nd all-time in UH history in digs per set. UH career digs 4th all-time. She is chasing Tita Ohuna in the number 3 spot, continuing to make history in her career out of Farrington High School. Savanah Kahakai. Erkman finds the middle of the floor there. Currently with 12 digs is Savanah Kahakai. So 5 away from tying Tita Ohuna for 3rd on the list. And I mean, just what an accomplishment that would be, and what a time to do it here on senior night.
Amazing. And you know what a big part of this is? It's the libero position. The libero position playing 5 rotations. And Savanah Kahakai has just continued to just better herself all year long.
Meanwhile, Kelsch gets another kill. If you are wondering in the career digs who is above Tita Ohuna, you have Liz Ka'aihui in the number 2 spot, and Kim Willoughby is number 1 all time.
And Kim Willoughby was not a libero.
No, she was an outside hitter.
And neither was Tita Ohuna, so isn't that amazing how the game has changed that much?
And how well-rounded some of those Rainbow Wahine greats were, as Casey Castillo gets her 8th kill. She's kind of quietly had a pretty special night, Lisa.
She really has. She seems to be quiet, but she does a lot of the little things that go unnoticed. Oftentimes we're looking at the big hitters, the go-to, the kill leaders. But Casey Castillo has done a nice job. She doesn't have one error on tonight.
You'll see a slide to Maglio like clockwork.
And I'll tell you, if you're on the 49ers team right now, you've got to be a little bit frustrated. You know, you just can't, you know where the ball's going, but you can't stop her. What do you do?
So now 51 kills total for Hawaii, and 28 of those coming from their 2 Canadian middles in Emily Maglio and Natasha Burns. Outside. Rudolph, diving save, Kahakai. Maglio, the touch. Placed it perfectly.
And that's that transition ball we were talking about. You dig it to the transition. Kahakai scrambles again, but not only scrambles, she scrambles and she gets the ball on target. It's not shanked, it's not out of the way, so that you can run your middles.
A lot of smiles on the Hawaii side of the net. It's coming together here tonight on senior night.
They're definitely having fun.
Playing at an extremely high level. Near roof there. Kahakai bump sets Castillo, winds up, uncoils. Through the block it goes. From the back row, it's Horward. Right there is Kelsch. Slide to Maggs. High hands, kept alive by the beach. Nieto goes bump set to Krudolph from off the net. And a net violation called against Hawaii.
And we have not seen many of those tonight. Hawaii has done a great job blocking and staying out of the net. Minimally unforced errors tonight on Hawaii's side of the court.
So here's Lexi Patterson. A transfer from UNLV, was a 3-year starter there. Ranked second in Rebels history in career assists. And Castillo continues to work unblemished. That's 9 kills for her without an error.
Doing a nice job on the outside, reaching hard, very explosive. 17 attempts so far this evening. Excuse me, 18 kills.
So if you look at the rotation for Hawaii, with the exception of Noreen Yosia, all seniors on the floor. That's Gianna Guinasso in the front row right now.
Yeah, well, she's going to get her opportunity. Let's see if Yosia actually sets her.
Outside, Simkova blocked and roofed. Maggs and Yosia.
And Yosia is the second blocker after Maggs. So you got number 1 and number 2 blockers on the team in the front court right now.
Baby G is currently your pin hitter. Middle set, Schwa. Block got a piece, but it falls down on the Hawaii side of the net.
And trust me, Gianna Guisano on the left side. Now she's in the primary passing position. She's staying in there right now for McKenna Granado.
Dumps it outside. Here's Guinasso off the block. Kept alive by Kahakai. Yosia goes to G again. And G gets the kill.
And the crowd, knowingly so well educated here in the stand, Sheriff, knows that she's a defensive specialist and are standing and cheering in this whiteout for the kill. And even more amazing is that Clare-Marie Anderson has just stepped into play right front.
Natasha Burns, the front middle, and Maggs behind the line to serve. What a moment that was. Gianna Guinasso getting the kill. Schwa in the middle. Dug up by Maggs. Anderson bump sets Guinasso. Touch shot. Saved by Horward. Simkova. Guinasso got a piece on that block. Kelsch. Back row set to Greeley.
So all 6 seniors are on the floor right now.
And on a night where 8,600 plus tickets were issued, they rise for a possible Rainbow Wahine sweep on senior night. Aloha ball for the match. Overpass. Joust at the net. And it'll be a point for Long Beach State as Burns reached across, according to the top official, Ron Stahl. It remains Aloha ball. Kelsch. Back set to Anderson. Here's Simkova. Block out a piece. Kelsch, where does she go? Goes middle to Burns. The paintbrush effect gets the job done. And Hawaii goes out victorious on senior night. Ekahi Elua, aloha. 25, 14, 11, and 10, the final arithmetic. The senior ceremonies await. We will take a break and be back to you from the Stan Sheriff Center, where the celebration is on. Bank of Hawaii presents the players of the match. For Long Beach State, Haley Horward, 6 kills, 14 digs. And for Hawaii, of course, the entire group, all the seniors, all 6 of them, and all 6 of them had a role here in this tremendous sweep for Hawaii over Long Beach State.
Well, they certainly did, and I'll tell you, they came to play tonight, and they played with a lot of emotion, but they played with so much heart, and they played for one another.
A big senior class, a special senior class. You have Gianna Guanasso joking around. You know, we have all these big personalities, and it's almost like a little community. You have Clare-Marie Anderson, who's going to be our doctor. She says Kendra Kelch will be the school teacher. Savanah Kahakai, who's a family resources major, she'll be the social worker. Emily Magley will be the veterinarian. She says, Gianna herself says, you know, I'm majoring in marketing, so I can do marketing for all of their businesses. It just goes on and on. A tremendous group, and very excited to see them go out victoriously here on senior night. Stay tuned for the Heineken post-game show. Within that, we will have the senior night festivities. For Lisa Strand-Ma'a, I'm Kono Alehi. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stick around. The fun is about to begin.
From Spectrum Sports, it's the Heineken post-game show.
And welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center. Well, the match was fun, but there's more fun to come. It's time now for the senior celebration. We throw it over to the public address announcer, Ben Kia'aina.
We're just...
Fans, at this time, please direct your attention to center court. Here representing the University of Hawaii Federal Credit Union, our President and CEO, Janine Morse, Vice President of Member Services, Brian Anderson, and Vice President of Marketing, Barry Carroll. Representing the University of Hawaii Athletics Department is Assistant Athletics Director for Compliance and Eligibility, Amanda Patterson. And now it's time to honor this year's senior class, who all came in together in 2014 and who all are slated to graduate this spring in 2018. Our first senior came to Hawaii after a standout career at Huntington Beach High School. This defensive specialist has appeared in 69 matches and played in 155 total sets during her 4-year career. She has recorded 21 service aces, 8 assists, and 60 digs. This season, she posted a season-high 5 digs against Nevada and tied her career high of 2 service aces in a match 4 times, including last night against CSUN. She'll miss all the fan support and how they made Hawaii feel like a home away from home. Her most memorable moment was making it to the Elite 8 in the 2015 NCAA tournament. She'll miss the honor of not only playing for this school, but the entire state of Hawaii. She will graduate with a degree in business marketing this spring. Fans, please put your hands together one last time for number 13 from Huntington Beach, California, Gianna Guanasso.
And there you see Gianna Guanasso throwing out her ball into the stands, giving her ball to actually Jeff Hall's daughter. Gianna Guanasso actually came here on a visit in between her freshman and sophomore season of high school. She said as soon as she walked into the Stan Sheriff Center, she knew that this is where she wanted to play. And really just a great example of someone who works hard in the gym. She really got her chance this year as a serving specialist. Remember that great run she had against Utah that scored multiple points and really has done a great job providing that spark off the bench.
Not only has Gianna contributed to the indoor team, but she's a great presence out on the beach courts too. All the beach girls, they really enjoy being her partner. We got Gianna's mom and dad here tonight wearing their Disney themed outfits. Gianna is known for loving Disney, and she also works at the Disney store down in Ala Moana.
Our second senior was a high school teammate of Gianna Guanaso at Huntington Beach High School, where she earned 6 varsity letters, 3 in indoor volleyball, 2 in beach volleyball, and 1 in surfing. She was outstanding in the gym and in the classroom, earning several awards in both. She began her UH career as a setter, but has always done whatever is best for the team. She's seen time in the middle as a blocking specialist and has finally found a home as a starting opposite this season. In her 4-year career, she has amassed 180 kills, 403 assists, 7 service aces, 140 digs, and 115 total blocks in 108 appearances. Her favorite part about being a Rainbow Wahine has been being able to play the sport she loves for a greater purpose, for the children who look up to her teammates and her. Her most memorable moment was crossing country lines to go to the emergency room in Italy with Coach Robin and athletic trainer Renee Shigemura. She will miss seeing her teammates, but she is sure they will miss her telling them to clean up the locker room. She'll be graduating this spring with a degree in elementary education. Fans, let's give one last round of applause for number 2 from Huntington Beach, California, Kendra Kells.
And Kendra Kalei said when she used to watch the University of Hawaii when she was in high school, she would go to all their games on the road. And she said that was the team that always won, and I knew that's where I wanted to go. And she has become a winner here at the University of Hawaii, especially this past season where she's been a phenomenal force on that right side. She's always been a great blocker, but really this year became an offensive threat and has had success as a setter as well. And a good friend of Taylor Higgins.
It's been great to see her grow as a person and grow into a leader for the team. She's always going to bring a positive attitude no matter where she goes. Kendra brought her mom, grandparents, younger sister Sawyer, and some other family members.
Our third senior grew up on the island of Molokai before moving to Oahu, where she earned 2 letters in volleyball and helped Punahou School win the league and state title in 2014. She earned several academic awards at Punahou. She has appeared in 104 matches while playing in 282 sets during her career. She has accumulated 26 assists, 25 service aces, and 225 digs during her 4-year career here. Her favorite part about being a Rainbow Wahine has been representing her home state and playing the sport she loves with teammates who have become her family. The most memorable moment was beating the defending national champions Penn State in the 2015 NCAA tournament. She will miss her teammates the most and will miss playing in front of the best fans in the world here at the Stan Sheriff Center. This past summer, she was one of just 16 students from the United States to be a Nobel Peace Scholar and spent 2 months learning from Nobel Peace Laureates in Oslo, Norway. She is a co-seated academic all-region player, a presidential scholar, a 3-time Big West Scholar athlete, and has received many other student-athlete accolades during her Rainbow Wahine career. She'll be graduating in the spring of 2018 with a Bachelor's of Science in Honors Biology and a certificate in Peace and Conflict Education. Fans, please show your aloha for number 4 from Kaunakakai, Molokai, Clare-Marie Anderson.
And I don't know if there's a better example of a student athlete than Clare-Marie Anderson, known for what she provides defensively on the court, but just a stellar athlete, a great role model. You can see Claire being greeted by her mom, Gianna, but she is the epitome of a student athlete.
Claire has all her gang from Molokai tonight. You see her saying hi to her dad, Jay, who also is experienced in volleyball. He played at Pepperdine. So it's just really nice to see all these people out here supporting Claire tonight. Such a great role model.
We're so proud of you. Thank you.
Our fourth senior came to UH from Martin Luther King High School in Riverside, California, where she earned 3 letters in volleyball and was named Press Enterprise High School Player of the Year in 2012 and a first-team All-CIF player in 2013. She has appeared in 100 matches with 336 sets played with career totals of 494 kills, 46 assists, 41 service aces, 102 total blocks, and 616 digs. Her favorite part about being a Rainbow Wahine has been being able to inspire young players across the state, and that her love of volleyball can influence other people to keep pursuing their dreams while playing at a high level. Her most memorable moment was beating Penn State in the Sweet 16 to prove everyone wrong and show we were a better team than others thought. Above all, she'll miss this group of girls the most. She has a lot of love for them all. She'll be graduating in the spring with a degree in psychology. Fans, put your hands together for one last time for number 11 from Riverside, California, Kalei.
Kalei, who has gone through so much injuries, so much adversity in the latter part of her career, but really has become a great role model for this team and for many who may be going through injuries. But Kalei really also saying that she decided to come to the University of Hawaii after attending a camp here and getting to take a picture with Dave Shoji. After that moment in her, I believe her 8th grade year, she said this is where she wanted to come, and she has really been an inspiration. We mentioned it last night. She is just one of many Greeleys here on the campus. Her brothers, Kate and Carson, play on the football team. They are here in attendance with the rest of her family.
It's been awesome to see Kalei and her 4 years here, and you know, she's an older sister to 5 brothers, and I think that's definitely helped her contribute to the team and be just a good presence, a good leader.
And there is actually another brother in the pipeline potentially for the University of Hawaii, a basketball player. She's been greeted by her younger brothers there, the youngest of the Greeleys. We may see them also in Hawaii uniforms many years down the line.
Very cute. That's Kainoa and Keikoa. All Ks. The Greeleys are all Ks.
Our 5th senior matriculated to UH from Coquitlam, British Columbia, Canada to become a Rainbow Wahine. At Pine Tree High School, she earned 3 letters in volleyball and 2 in basketball and was named MVP and Pine Tree's Athlete of the Year as a senior. In her 4-year UH career, she has appeared in 98 matches and racked up 389 total blocks, 120 digs, and 755 kills, including a career high of 27 last week at Cal Poly. It was the most kills by a middle blocker since Heather Bowen had 27 at Pacific in 1998. This season, she leads the Big West with 135 total blocks, and she's recorded 20 double-digit kill matches. Her favorite part about being a Rainbow Wahine has been being able to represent something bigger, being able to play for the university and the state of Hawaii in the Stan Sheriff Center in front of thousands of people who care so much about volleyball and the players as individuals. Her most memorable moment was playing at Long Beach State at the Pyramid as a freshman. It was the first time she really got to play and the first time she felt like she belonged. She will miss her teammates the most. They've been through so much together and can't imagine life without them. She'll be graduating in the spring with a degree in animal sciences. Volleyball fans, they'll hear it one last time. For number 19 from Coquitlam, British Columbia, Canada, Emily Maglio.
And the crowd is on their feet here in the Stan Sheriff Center to pay tribute to Emily Maglio, a player who has grown so much both on and off the court. the hockey player turned volleyball player who was recruited to the University of Hawaii by Scott Wong. She thanks Scott Wong for bringing her here. And in fact, when she arrived here at the University of Hawaii for her freshman season, that was the first time she had ever been to Hawaii. She hadn't come on any official or unofficial visits. It was the first time here. And she said from that moment on, she knew that she had picked the right place. Her family also definitely happy with the selection of Emily Maglio. She initially said she didn't think she was a Division I player. Clearly, she's a Division I player and one of the best.
Yeah, and you know, talking about Emily, when she first got here, a lot of people are under the impression that she's a very quiet person, but actually she can talk a lot. And you know what? She has a lot of great things to say. She has a lot of killer one-liners. She'll really get you with those one-liners. And her parents came all the way out from Canada to be with her tonight on senior night.
Our final Rainbow Wahine senior came to UH after a standout career at Farrington High School, where she earned All-State honors in 2011, 12, and 13. She is the first Farrington Governor to ever play for the Rainbow Wahine. During her standout career at UH, she has appeared in 106 matches and is currently number 4 all-time in UH's career record book with 1,380 digs. This season, she has recorded 21 double-digit dig matches, including tonight, that is 13 straight, and has 5 matches with 20-plus digs, including a career-high 28 earlier this year against UCLA. She also has 315 assists and 58 service aces in her UH career. As a local girl, she will miss getting to play in front of and represent her family and where she is from most. Her most memorable moment was sitting in the front row as a freshman against San Diego and being scared for her life. She will miss playing in front of the crowd and her family in the Stan Sheriff Center and summer workouts with Tommy. She'll be graduating in the spring of 2018 with a degree in family resources. Fans, let's show our aloha one last time. Put your hands together for number 15 from Kalei, Oahu, team captain, Savanah Kahakai.
And Savanah Kahakai serving her senior ball into the opposing tunnel. She may have to do that again. She's not used to hitting balls. She's used to digging them. But Savanah Kahakai, really a fantastic role model for all those young players out there who one day dream of wearing this uniform, carrying on in the traditions of greats that came before her, like Elizabeth Kaihui, Evan Lee, many of these local girls who really focused on defense and made it their own. You see her getting a lay from Evan Lee. But again, as we mentioned in the Game On segment, Savanah Kahakai, the first Farrington High School governor to play for the Rainbow Wahine, accomplishment in and of itself. And I have to tell you, I think half of Kalei is here in Manoa tonight.
A lot of people here out here tonight supporting Savanah. You see them in all different color shirts, red, black, white, and that is just a testament to the impact she's had on her community and her family, and how many people, you know, really are out here to support her and celebrate her accomplishments.
She says her biggest inspiration were her parents, both of whom maybe didn't get the opportunity to succeed in college because they put their family first. And she said one of her driving forces throughout her 4 years has always been the motivation of her family, knowing that she has set an example for the rest of her sisters, for the rest of her family, and being able to hold that mantle of being the first in her family to do this.
It almost looks like the entire town of Kalei came out tonight to support Savanah Kahakai, right?
Thank you.
And there you see some of the shirts, just a kid from Kalei. They're proud of her. She's proud to be from there. And that's just terrific. And as you guys mentioned, maybe she'll start a pipeline from Farrington, which is not that far, right down the street from the university.
And now Billy B has announced they are going to be playing the Canadian national anthem for Emily Maglio.
That is awesome. Thank you.
The last time that was done was in 1996 when the UH band then played the Sweden national anthem, and that was for Angelica Lundqvist.
Yeah, nice touch because the band played it. It wasn't something on a CD or a tape. That was pretty cool. They obviously worked hard on it, and you can tell it was pretty emotional for Emily as well. Well, you know what I think we're going to do? We're going to take a break, and then when we come back, we're going to have the very special senior video. You won't want to miss it. By the way, Hawaii 1-3 over Long Beach State.
Welcome back to the Heineken Post Game Show.
Back at the stand, Sheriff Center, senior night. Hawaii beats Long Beach State in 3, and it's time now for the always very emotional senior video. But stick around because we have more after it from here in Manoa. Enjoy.
In 2009, I came to the volleyball camp over summer, and I loved it. All the coaches, well, the players at the time, they were superstars in my eyes. And then I took a picture with Dave Shoji at the time, and oh my gosh, I was starstruck. He was such a big deal here. I knew that. And after that camp, I fell in love with the school and the island and everything about Hawaii.
Kendra and I came our freshman to sophomore summer, I believe, and her and I walked into the Stand Sheriff Center, and we just got big-eyed and was like, wow, this is where we want to be, you know. From then on out into our club years, I didn't really look into anything else. I had a goal in mind, and I wanted to come here. And then as you get older, parents push academics, and I saw that they had a good business school, Scheidler. It all just kind of stars aligned and felt like the perfect fit.
The legacy here too drew me, and the weather, the people, and just the rich culture.
I knew that if I didn't take the opportunity to be a Rainbow Wahine, to play for the team I had always dreamed of playing for, I wouldn't be happy. And I'm so glad being a Rainbow Wahine has been the best decision my entire life and the most amazing experience.
When the opportunity of UH came up, I was like, wow, it would be way much easier to just stay home, and you know, my parents wouldn't have to pay for like transportation or anything like that.
Hawaii was in one of my top ones, just because it's a great place, and there's like such a history here for volleyball and stuff. Hawaii was actually the first school to email me back. After that, I just forgot about like all the other schools, and I was like, oh, like Hawaii. And I just felt like it was the one.
I didn't realize how big family and culture is, which I've loved because I'm really family oriented, and knowing you have that support no matter what has always been really like uplifting to have, I think. So I think whether we're home or away, it helps us just fight for the state.
Being somebody that little kids look up to and just something that they idolize, which is still something I can't wrap my head around. Being somebody that people look up to.
I'm totally different now than I was coming into University of Hawaii. Just the people that I've met and getting to see different culture and everything, I think that has changed me so much, and I'm so grateful for those experiences.
I definitely matured throughout the years, and my role has definitely, taken steps. I think not a lot of local girls get, and then especially for my position, recognition, especially playing back row, and we don't get to score points, but it's the digs and the passes that really count most, and that's helpful. And a lot of comments about like way to represent and stuff like that just motivates me more. So yeah, it's much bigger that I'm a local girl.
I saw my window of opportunity in the spring of, all right, this is what I've been waiting for. I gotta give it all now. And I think that really helped me get to where I'm at now with the seeing more playing time. It's definitely still in a tough mindset role, but at least I'm seeing court, and I'm having a good last year.
I've been on the bench a lot more and had to learn how to become more of a player that contributes to the team off the court. And in the practice gym, emotionally, on the bench, giving positive energy to the team.
This year's team has been the most, I would say, together in all my years. When it comes to game time, we all know what the main goal is.
I'm gonna miss my teammates so much. I'm an only child, and so they're the sisters I've never had. You girls are what made my college experience just the best time of my life, and I'm gonna miss laughing with you girls in the locker room and playing with you girls on the court. You guys are my family, and I just look forward to lifelong friendships. And I'm gonna miss playing volleyball. I just love volleyball so much, and I'm gonna miss the schedule of being a student athlete, of going to practice every day and going to the weight room. I just have loved it, every second of it.
I'll miss the girls. I think the team, they're all so amazing, and I've met so many amazing people here that it's gonna be hard to leave them all and not see them every single day. So that's gonna be hard. And then just not playing in the stand. That's just an amazing experience, being with all the fans and stuff, and just the coaches. They're all amazing people.
Welcome back to the Heineken Post Game Show.
Let's take a look at highlights. Hawaii Long Beach State on senior night. So let's highlight the seniors. Nice diving dig by Clare-Marie Anderson. How about Gianna, number 13, playing on the outside, gets her first kill in her career. Well, that's because she's mainly a defensive specialist. Kalei, she's had a much injured career, but from the back row in set 3, she gets the kill, and you can see how she is quite overjoyed. How about Kendra, the senior out of California, on the right side, pounds it off the double block. Again, from the right side, down the line. That one is nothing but money. How about once again off the double block and out beyond the end line for 3 of her 4 kills on the night. Savanah, the young lady out of Kalei, was tremendous as the libero, diving digs like this one all night long for her as she dives forward, digs up, which leads to Hawaii point by Emily Maglio. There you see Megs. And of course, Megs, 19 kills, hit 630 on the night. The step out down the line off the dig attempt. It flies way out of bounds. This time strictly in the middle, puts it straight down for the point. Megs is happy. The Rainbow Wahine are happy. The fans are happy as Hawaii sweeps Long Beach State on senior night.
The ocean is in your hands. It's vast and abundant. It has its limits. Take only what you need for our children's sake. The ocean is your gift.
Heineken is served in 192 countries. It's world famous. Like me.
Come here, look.
It happens all the time.
He's ready. Oh.
Antonio Banderas! It's Antonio Banderas from the movies.
Enjoyed in 192 countries. There's more behind the star.
My name is Sharon Santiago, and I am the finance manager here at Walani Judd Nazarene School. Prior to having Simplicity HR and HR Symphony, I would take about 2 days to run payroll. Since having HR Symphony, I have saved about 90% of my payroll processing time.
Eliminate all the distractions of employee administration and reduce the amount of time spent on payroll processing with HR Symphony. Visit simplicityhr.com to learn more.
Welcome back to the Heineken Post Game Show.
You know, one of the great things about Rainbow Wahine Volleyball, and there you see the plaque for Robin Amo, as she, of course, is a member of the University of Hawaii Circle of Honors, is senior night. But not just that, all the people that stayed around. They're hoping they'll see more Wahine Volleyball. Of course, coming up is a double bye for the Rainbow Wahine, which is really odd. And then they return to action against UC Davis on the 16th. They'll close out the regular season on the 18th at UC Irvine. And the upcoming schedule brought to you by Levitt, Yamani, and Solder. Down there at the bottom, you see NCAA first round. And I guess, you know, you look at Hawaii, and if they're able to win those 2 road matches at Davis, at Irvine, they would have 20 wins. They would be 14-2 in the Big West. I still think there's a shot. I know the RPI is 49, but you should base it more than just off an RPI.
Yeah, and especially with the way that Hawaii played tonight. But I think the bigger test is going to be that Irvine matchup. You know, Irvine, number 3 in the conference right now, they could test Hawaii. So I think that's going to be something that Hawaii has got to really consider. There's a lot of cheering going on behind me because the senior festivities have not ended yet, believe it or not. Savanah is actually dancing right now.
Yeah, such emotion on this senior night. You know, 6 really incredible individuals who contributed a lot over their 4 years. And it's bittersweet to see them go, but, you know, the future, you know, we may make it to postseason, and hopefully that's a possibility for us.
We brought up yesterday the fact that there's now a kind of like the NIT. I forget exactly. Women's Volleyball Invitational. I don't know what it's called, but the acronym is. But it's basically like the NIT, but for women's volleyball. And so there would be a possibility of Hawaii being picked for that and having a possibility of hosting that as well. Now, I don't know if that's in the cards for Hawaii. You have to pay for that tournament. So who knows what the future holds.
Yeah, and I think all Hawaii can do, right, is just continue to close out this season, do all that they can to get those 2 wins, wait to see what the NCAA decides. And it's just hard to think that, you know, every year we say the NCAA kind of gives it to Hawaii, sends them to the road. Wouldn't it be ironic that this is the year the NCAA throws Hawaii a bone and invites them to the preseason tournament, postseason tournament. But we'll see what happens. If they were to enter that invitational, I think it would be a good test for Hawaii. Who knows? They could run the table in that tournament, playing against some of those other teams that didn't make it through the tournament. So
nobody remembers who wins those tournaments, so that's the thing.
It's more a victory.
Yeah,
for sure.
But you know, for a team like Hawaii, maybe it's good to look forward to next season. That's something we talked to the coach and some of the players about, looking forward to 2018.
It's of course like 6 girls that are leaving, you know, it's going to be hard to replace, and we just gotta do some work off season and, you know, look for some girls to come in and play ball.
Taking the spring seriously is going to be a big factor, and I think just like learning this season, we learned a lot about just like not taking off certain plays, and like I think that'll be really important next year because we are losing big players this year. So I think just putting more heart into it and giving it all on the court, I think that's something we really learned.
How to be consistent with not only my game, but just like setting goals and knowing how to reach them and maintaining them throughout the season, because I think we struggled with that in various points throughout the season. So for me, I feel like that'll be something I need to focus on.
I want to build this culture that you come in the gym, you're going to work hard. You know, mistakes aside, I'm looking for, you know, that's what I'm looking for when I go out recruiting. Can you handle the gym? Can you handle the gym atmosphere? And the gym culture that I want to, I don't know, that's, you know, I want to make. You come in the gym and no matter what, every single day you come in, you're going to work hard.
Well, that's one thing Robin has stressed. You will work hard, you will work hard, you will work hard. And you can see the work paying off when you look at what this team was like in the opening weekend. You wish that maybe they could have played some of those teams towards the latter half of this season. The results may have been different.
Yeah, the way the Wahine have played the last 2 nights is really impressive. And, you know, it gives us a little bit of hope going into the next couple of weeks and finishing the season strong and hopefully getting a shot at the NCAA spot.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's important to know, and Robin talked about this last night in our Game On segment, is if you look at some of the teams that they played, they were right there. They went to 5 with UCLA, with BYU, you know, with some of those other teams where they were so close and it could have gone either way. So I think that this is a Hawaii team that just could not get over that hurdle, so to speak, with some of those tougher teams. And so they are a caliber team that deserves the shot, I think, to play in the tournament. It's just their record may not allow them to do so. Looking forward to next season, I think Hawaii has a great core returning. You have your 2 starting outside hitters now returning. You have a very strong middle core that's coming back. Yes, you lose Maglio, but I think the freshmen in the middle have done a great job in establishing themselves. Natasha Burns has come along as well. I think the big question will be, how will they be able to play in the spring? And Taylor knows this specifically because in the spring is when you do a lot of fine-tuning. They're going to be losing a lot of bodies in the gym. There's not going to be a lot of people to practice against. So we'll see how the team decides and works around that.
I think the number one thing, well, not number one thing, but one of the things I'm looking forward to will be recruiting. I know they have one player, Castaneda, that there's a signing period, I think this week, isn't it, coming up. So they have one player that has verbal and will sign, but they have a number of scholarships that are open, and I think still you're going to see some players coming from overseas. What do you think?
If anyone was watching senior night tonight, I'm sure they're ready to commit to Hawaii because there's just no place like this place.
Yeah, and it's coaching staff. What we would often do is we would plan official visits and unofficial visits around senior night because we would recognize the value that it brings, that there's nowhere else in the world really that sends seniors off like they do here at the University of Hawaii. So this is a big marketing tool, so to speak, for these recruits coming in, knowing that they're going to be showered in lei like we see here, and just the love and aloha that is pouring out from these fans, from their family members, and really from the entire state. So we'll see if that kind of correlates to any sort of success that Robin can parlay into in getting some of these recruits in. But I absolutely agree, Scott. I think as we see Jeff Hall and Robin Amo embrace there on the court, it's going to be interesting to see how this team progresses with the recruits and if they're able to get some of those key players that they need.
Well, it's been a successful season, regardless if they go to the postseason or not. It's been a lot of fun. I hope that we're back here in the corner or maybe somewhere on the continent in a couple of weeks. Who knows? But we do know that Hawaii ended the home portion of the regular season on a high note, winning in 3 against Long Beach State. It's been fun, guys. Thank you so much. For Ryan, Kalei, Suji, for Dave Shoji, who's been here, of course, Lisa Strand, Taylor Higgins. I'm Scott Robbs. Until next time, we bid you aloha and a good evening from the Stan Sheriff Center in Manoa.